Patricia is my life. I can't live my life in this fear anymore. That I'm gonna pick up the phone and they're gonna call me and tell me we have a body to identify.
I'm never gonna change. This is my life. You don't like it? Turn the other way.
For 7 months, I believed that she was a virgin. She isn't a virgin no more because she was raped because she was drunk.
I like to have sex with boys because it's fun. I don't care that my mother's upset. I really don't.
She just has no respect for anybody at all. I don't know what to do about it anymore. What she's doing makes me physically ill.
I have no love for anybody. I have no heart. I don't care.
Today, parents who say, I give up, I can't handle my wild teen anymore. I'd do anything. I'd send her away.
You're 14 years old, Natasha. I don't want to be around you.
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, Mom.
I am hurt and desperate to help you before you die.
I don't care.
I told the police straight up, if you find my body murdered, that's the first suspect you better look at. My daughter.
PJ, you got a pretty big mother there. I wouldn't mess with her if I was you.
People are afraid of me because they know I'm gonna whip their ass. You gotta have an attitude. You gotta be hard. You gotta be hard.
This is my daughter. This is supposed to be someone that loves me. And it hurts.
If it was legal for me to kick her ass, I would be able to kick her ass. I can knock her down. You can sit down. Hey, sit down.
The teens say they're not afraid of anything. Later on, we're going to show you what goes on in a no-nonsense, tough-as-nails boot camp for wild teens. Now, is this the answer? Well, let's first meet the families. I was just talking with Tanya. She says she can't handle her 14-year-old daughter, Natasha, one more minute. And so for you, sending her away to a boot camp would be
the answer.
Is the answer. I asked Tanya just now, is she in with a bad crowd? And what did you say to me?
I said she is the bad crowd. She's the one who is quote unquote the leader of
the group.
Intimidation and.
Now let's talk about her. You say that she was really a great kid. She was very well behaved until the past summer. What happened?
Best kid you could ask for. Well, one day out of nowhere, she went out and got in a fight. She punched the girl in the face, broke the girl's jaw in 3 places. The girl, she was, as a mother, you know, Sally, that we can only ground our children, or, you know,
sure.
we have no rights. So I grounded her. So her answer was to run away. She ran away, and she got drunk that day she ran away, and she lost her virginity.
Right.
And I just found this out myself. And
how old is she?
She's 14.
14
Up
years
until
old.
a week ago, I thought my daughter was a virgin. This happened 7 months ago.
Natasha drinks, skips schools, joyrides with guys, never tells mom where she's going, has no respect for herself, always gets in fights. And when she runs away to be with older boys?
She ran away to an older boy's house, got drunk, and lost her virginity. Took off, went to the state fair. She was gone for 3 days. I couldn't find her.
And never called home?
Never. Never said nothing. She went to a state fair, which is really big. I looked for her, had the state troopers after her, had police after her. We couldn't find her. She was gone.
You say that she's very sexually active. What's she doing?
Well, for instance, New Year's Eve, I left her home for 3 hours, babysitting my younger children. I went to dinner. She had a boy in the house, and she had sex in my house.
In your bed?
In my house.
Did her brother know that she was doing this?
He was awake and watching TV in his bedroom, and he thought that she was just listening to the radio in her room with this boy. And I also have a 7-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son who was sleeping and could have woke up at any time. We could have came in at any time. She knew we weren't going to be gone for long.
How does Natasha feel about what's going on?
Natasha, I don't think she cares. I mean, she has little brothers and sisters who look up to her, and they're going to turn out just like her.
She couldn't care. She's 14. All right, let's hear from Natasha's 14-year-old daughter.
shut your mouth.
Natasha, you've been hearing how upset your mother is with the way you're acting. How does that make you feel?
I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it.
And you're going to end up with AIDS, pregnant, or dead. You're 14 years old, Natasha. What the hell do you want to be? I don't want to bury you.
I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, Mom. I mean, you guys tell me that you guys want me to live my life how I want to live my life.
I want you to live your life productively.
I want to live my life this way.
You want to live your life getting AIDS?
Yes, I do. If I choose to have sex, then I'm gonna have sex, Mom.
In my house, Natasha, with my children,
Then if you don't want me to have sex in your house, then I won't have sex in your house. But it's not
she sneaks boys in her bedroom window.
All right, now, Natasha, what is the reason for the violent temper? What is your reason for having such a violent temper?
There's no reason for me having a violent temper, but I have a violent temper because I want to have one.
Why?
Because she's really badass. She thinks that she cannot be beaten. And so far, nobody has beaten her yet. So far, and I'm waiting for somebody to beat her.
Then why don't you beat me? Beat me then! Why don't you beat me? Let's go!
Tanya, let me talk to her for a moment. Just let me get you a Kleenex. Let me talk to her. Natasha, a little bit of advice. I think I'm fairly tough. I wouldn't take on this crowd if my life depended on it.
I don't care if it's New York.
No. Listen.
Whoever said that, I really don't care if it's New York. Whoever said that, I don't care if it's New York, okay? I don't care. New York ain't nothing. New York ain't nothing. Okay, New York, I need respect. You need to shut your mouth.
She have any respect?
You need to shut your mouth.
For herself. You got to respect yourself to respect anybody in this world, okay?
Let me ask Natasha something. Natasha, why do you want to be this way? Why?
Because I want power. I want people to be afraid of me. I want people to look up to me.
You want power.
Who would look up to her?
Nobody. Please, I have tons of people
Wait,
looking up to me.
Natasha, you terrorized one girl so much that she became suicidal. How does that make you feel?
The girl was in 5th grade. She was in 5th grade and she was writing suicide notes. She wanted to die.
What grade was I in, Mom? I was in 6th grade.
It doesn't matter, Tasha. You had that girl so
But why would
she
you
wants
do
to
that
die.
to another human being?
Because she was messing with me. She shouldn't be messing with me.
What do you mean messing
She
with
was
you?
messing with her. She was
messing with my brothers and sisters, okay? My brothers and sisters, I mean, I pick on my brothers and sisters. I hit my brothers and sisters, but nobody else will do it. I said, I can do whatever I want to my brothers and sisters. I can do whatever.
No, you can't, though. Those are my children. They are mine. They are mine.
Natasha, do you care at all about what you're doing to your mother?
No.
You don't care at all what you're doing to your mother?
No.
Go ahead.
Natasha, you have the nerve to have my name, Natasha, okay? I'm gonna tell you that's first of all, okay? Okay? Then you said, you could do what you wanna do when you wanna do it. First of all, you ain't paying no bills, no rent, no mortgage, no life, no You talk when I'm finished. That's when you gonna talk.
No, watch it. No, you better listen to me.
You want people
Shut your mouth.
Let me tell you something. No, you listen to me, Tasha. No, you want people to be scared of you. Only people.
No, first of all.
You want people to be scared of you. People only scared of monsters. So you must be a monster or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you in New York, and we ain't no
You want to hear something? If I want to pay my bills,
you know what I'm saying?
My mother wants me out of the house, I'll be out of the house in a second, okay? I can live my life the way I want to live my life. And nobody is going to tell me to live my life the way they want me to live my life.
Tanya, where does
But
this
you know
come
what, Sally?
from?
I'm going to tell you something. If it was legal for me to kick her ass, I would be able to kick her ass. I can knock her down. I can knock her down. Wait a minute. The law is not on my side. The law will not let me.
Why? What is the problem? Have you tried to discipline her?
Yes, silly, yes.
What happens when you try to discipline her?
I ground her, she can't go out, I take the phone away from her, and that's all my rights are. I can only ground her to the house and not let her have the phone.
How does it make you feel when she says she doesn't care what you think?
It crushes. I'm devastated, Sally. That's why I'm here begging you to help me.
Don't you love your mother?
I do love my mother.
I'm devastated.
But why do you
Guys, how can you tell me I don't love my mother? You guys cannot tell me that I do not love my mother just to... Who cares? I don't need to respect my mother to love my mother.
Okay. Tanya, turn to your daughter and tell her how she's making you feel.
Natasha, I love you with all my heart. You're my firstborn. You're the oldest out of the babies. Look up to you. I love you, but you're killing me inside. I am desperate. That's why I'm here with Sally, because I am hurt and desperate to help you before you die.
What is that? How does that make you feel?
I don't care. I don't care.
Natasha doesn't love herself, so she can't love anybody.
We'll be right back.
You must run it. Run away? Then you run away to be with your friends. You run away to be with those friends. Yeah, because they don't see on me. They don't treat me like that.
Your eyes are on me, your ears are opening, and you're listening to everything I have to say, because I'm not going to lead you wrong.
How do you handle a wild teenager who won't follow the rules and wants to make trouble? A few weeks ago, we talked to a teenager who told us that what finally made her straighten up was she was sent to boot camp for wild teens. The mothers on Today's Show are wondering maybe that's the solution. I don't know. There's a lot of problems with it. And I'll explain what the problems are as we go along. Meet Amy. Amy has a 16-year-old sister named Emily who's so out of control that mother wants nothing to do with your sister?
She's basically washed her hands of it.
Washed her hands.
Yeah.
Mother, Amy says mother ignores all the bad things that Emily does, refused to be here today to talk about it. So you're the only adult in her life who will try to straighten her out?
Pretty much. I feel like I'm the only person that's...
What is she doing that's wrong?
Emily is drugging, she's drinking, she's staying out all hours of the night, sleeping around. She quit school. She's kind of like a vampire. She'll sleep all day long and then get up when it starts getting... She
fights all the time,
Yeah.
Pulled a knife on mom's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Sleeps with 3 guys a week, steals.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's have her come on out. Emily, come on out. Where'd you get that shirt, right? What does the shirt mean?
Sick. Got a sick attitude.
Okay. Are you sick?
Huh?
Are you sick?
Got a demented mind.
All right. Are you out of control?
Sure am.
Why?
Why? Because life is short and I'm going to do whatever I want.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you're my age...
Are you tough?
Am I tough?
Yeah.
I got people that cry over me. People are scared of me.
People are scared of
Yeah.
you. Who's scared of you?
Who's scared of me? A lot of people.
Wait a minute.
No, seriously.
Are you afraid of her? Are you afraid?
There's no reason to be afraid of her.
No, I mean...
You know, but 100 pounds soaking wet, baby.
So what? That doesn't mean...
Ain't nothing to be afraid of.
Huh? I don't care. People are afraid of me because they know I'm going to whip their ass.
Stop picking on them kindergarten kids.
What kind of
kindergarten kids
What
are a lot
kind of
older than
things
me.
do you like to do to make people afraid of you?
What I like to do, I like to get in their face and mess around them. Hit them in the back of the head. Do whatever. Do
Let's
whatever.
meet Kim. Kim says she's absolutely miserable because her daughter PJ has threatened your life.
Yeah. I've taken a police report out. I told the police straight up, if you find my body murdered, that's the first suspect you better look at.
Your daughter?
My daughter.
Do you really believe that your daughter would try to kill you?
She has said she'd stick a knife in my heart when I'm sleeping. She's run away 10 times on me. She's my only child. She was gone for 3.5 months. I didn't know where she was. I thought I'd lose my mind. Then in between that 3.5 months, Mother's Day falls, right? She thinks it's funny to get with a friend of hers and call my house and tell me mama on the telephone and then hang up. And I don't know where she's been for 3.5 months. I got the police call my house. They say, hello, Miss Moore, we have your daughter in custody. Keep her.
Kim, you say that all her running away has actually caused you to need counseling. Have you been to counseling?
I went to counseling. I tried to put PJ in it, but every time we do, she's out the door, she's out the window, she's gone. But I went because, like I said, I thought I'd lose my mind. Sure. You know what? It takes Prozac to get out of bed in the morning. 3 days I laid up in that bed. I only got up. You'd think I wouldn't clean my house, but I do. I got up and I cleaned that house. And all I could think about my whole life was wrapped up in that spoiled brat.
Yeah,
she is self-centered, narcissistic, self-absorbed. She only wants to be out there running with her friends. She don't want me to say, oh, no, come home, change your clothes, do this, do that. I don't want to listen to you.
How old is PJ?
PJ just turned 16, and she was sitting in detention when she turned it. And then she wants me to come out there and visit her? No way! She spent Thanksgiving in detention, and she wanted me to get her out, and she's all crying on the phone, Mom, come and get me. I said, look, I didn't place you there.
All right. Compared to the other two girls, how tough is PJ?
PJ can get pretty doggone scary, let me tell you.
Can she?
She is.
All right, let's have her come on out. PJ, come on out. PJ, your mother has filed a report with the police that says if she's killed, you killed her. Would you ever hurt your own mother?
Yeah, if it came down to it.
You'd hurt your own mother?
Yeah, if it came down to it, I don't care.
PJ, you got a pretty big mother there. I wouldn't mess with her if I was you. And to all of y'all, I want to say, to all of y'all, to be acknowledged, the best way to get acknowledged is to get an education, do something for yourself, and make something out of your life, and people will acknowledge you.
You girls are really young, and you're going to look back on today and realize that you have a lot of growing up to do and what fools you look like right now.
We'll be right back.
I just like having sex, and if any of y'all don't like that, bite me. I like to sting you. Right. Get away. Let her go. Let her get her. I'm proud of you. Get back.
Hey, stand up. Get on your feet. You, get on your feet. Get on your feet. You get on your feet.
You just get back to walk down there till I got to whip her up again.
Okay, stop. Okay. All right. Deep breathe. Deep breathe.
We're talking today to moms who are wondering if the only way to get the teen daughters under control, isn't it interesting that these are all girls, right? You're not seeing guys do this, is to have them locked up somewhere. Well, my next guest is a mother whose daughter did get locked up somewhere. She got locked up in a juvenile detention center, didn't she? Even that did not work. Now, you may recognize Tammy. She was here a few months ago with her daughter, Tina. The show was called All She Wants to Do Is Have Sex. Take a look at this. This summer, you ran away to be a prostitute.
No, I didn't run away to be one. I did not run away to be one. I ran away, and I looked at this. I had a full-time job, and I came home every night, and my feet were tired. I'm tired, okay? So I looked at it this way. If you're gonna go out, I'm gonna go out. I can get money for something I'd love to do. I'm good at, so why not?
Tammy, what's been going on with your daughter since we saw you last?
Well, she's run away 3 times since then. She's been gone for a period of 2 to 3 weeks at a time. She's been arrested for the possession of crack cocaine. She's running around with these 25, 30-year-old men. She won't even think of going out with a boy her own age. She's just stealing. You know, she's quit school. She ain't in school. She's supposed to take a GED, but she doesn't want to take it Saturday. She wants to party. So it's just, it's gone from bad to worse to worser.
Did we have any effect on her whatsoever? Any effect?
Unfortunately, I don't believe so.
None.
She uses the tape to brag.
She used the tape to brag.
I keep in touch with the other mothers, and both their girls came out of it good. Mine didn't.
She calls you names. What does she call you?
Well, it's somewhat embarrassing, and I don't know if I can even say it on TV, but I'm not her mother. I don't know where she feels she came from, because she'll tell me I'm not her mother. I'm a fat, toothless old son of a bitch, is what she calls me. This is Tina's famous...
How does that make you feel?
Well, it hurts. It really, you know, to look at her, and this is supposed to be my, you know, this is my daughter. This is supposed to be someone that loves me. And Tina could care. If I was to, you know, fall off the stage, break my neck, and die, she'd be happy because she could fly home alone.
Okay, I think it's time we heard from Tammy's daughter, Tina, once again. Tina, come on out.
Honey, I ain't gonna bite with everybody in Texas that already had their mouth on.
Tina, your mother is upset. She says you're still up to your old tricks. What happened to the red glasses?
I got into a fight and I broke them.
Okay. Why are you still behaving this way?
What?
Why are you behaving this way?
Excuse me?
Why are you behaving this way?
Because it's my life and I can do what I want with my life. This woman has raised me, okay? I'm not saying she did a good job. I'm not saying she did a bad job. But my raising time's over with. I'm 16 years old. I had to live on my own and raise myself for the last since I was 14 years old. It's over with, you know? It's done with. The raising time is over. It's my life. It's my decision.
I don't understand what you mean you've got to take care of yourself since you're 14.
I've had to take care of myself.
In what way?
My parents weren't there.
No, it's because you keep running away, you keep getting locked up, you keep going with your friends. That house, we have not moved in 5 years. That house ain't moved, we ain't moved.
And what makes you run away?
Because I say 10 o'clock in the house. I say 11 o'clock bedtime. I say, no, you ain't sleeping with boys in my house. That's what makes you run away.
No, it's you calling me anything but a living white girl. Don't you come up here looking like everything and a saint, because you ain't. You're not a saint, so get over it.
I'm going to tell you
put that halo back on the closet.
Go ahead, friend.
I would slap you right now, but I'm going to jail for you because you ain't worth it.
Yo.
You, baby, you couldn't take me down.
Go ahead.
Yo. Hello. Yo.
See, you try. You think you can? Come on. I like to see try it. Get away. Let her go. Let her get it. I'm tired. Get back. I'm a bitch, so
No.
It ain't worth going over that cliff for.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's taking me down to jail too many times. She ain't worth it.
The first thing my mother ever said to me, the first time I ever tried to raise my voice at her was, yo, I brought you in this world and I'll take your ass. Get all of that. real. Y'all need to dead on that. And to y'all moms, yo, y'all need to start putting y'all foot dead in their ass for real. I'm dead serious.
All right. I tell her, don't run away, turn 18 and leave for good.
You know what? If I want to run away, I'll keep running away.
But on runaway number 3, I told her, you know, I'm sick of it. No more running away. Runaway number 3, I went in her bedroom, trash bags. I packed up everything from cake to cardboard and took them to the Goodwill. I told this kid right here, I won't build a shrine to you. I took down every baby picture because it hurt too much to look at them.
You know what? That's her own business.
You know what?
Be doing that to her.
All right, hold on.
She was a great little kid, and she's going to be a great adult, but she sucks at being a teenager.
No, I don't.
Yes,
You're talking.
Boy, how do
okay,
you
first
do?
of all, excuse me, ma'am. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to applaud you, ma'am, for your efforts. Wash your hands. You need to listen to her, because you're telling off for these girls. You need to tell off your daughter. And all you girls are cowards, okay? All of y'all. I grew up on the streets too, and if I disrespected my mother, her fist would have been in my mouth, okay? And I would take all of y'all out. I would take all of y'all out, and I would still get up and look just as lovely.
Think they are so tough. Well, I used to be worse than they are, and I'm here to talk some sense into them.
Deep breathe, okay? Okay.
So come on. Take a deep breath, calm down. Want tissue?
Oh, no.
During the commercial break, PJ was so wild that her frustrated mother Kim took matters into her own hands.
Get back to walk down there till I got to whip her up again.
Okay, stop. Okay. All right. Deep breathe, okay? Oh, no.
All right, now, let's calm down here. Why are you crying? Why are you
Because
crying?
that pissed me off. She didn't have no right to sit on me.
Well,
I sat on her more often. She might shut her out.
You know that wouldn't help none. You know that. You know that doesn't help none.
PJ, I'm going to sit on you until the world comes to an end. If it stops you from spinning.
I run away? Then you
run away to be with your friends. You run away to be with those friends.
Yeah, because they don't sit on me. They don't treat me like this.
Don't even be using that word up there with me.
all right, everybody. All right, everybody get control. Hold on. Go ahead, please. Shh. I want you all to get quiet, get control, and watch your language. Go ahead.
I want to say something to Tina. Tina, you need to slow down. All right? Sex ain't everything. You wind up with AIDS and pregnant, what you gonna do? Your mama's not gonna take care of that baby for you?
No, she won't. But
so you need to slow down.
It's my problem. You know, if I get AIDS, she's already told me she ain't gonna shed a tear. So is my father. I said you don't have to.
Yeah, but what if
I don't give a damn if she sheds a tear or not.
And give a baby AIDS?
But
You signed your baby's death warrant.
Babies are out of here.
I ain't getting pregnant.
You guys keep saying you're not gonna get like.
I don't
Sex
think,
leads to
in answer
pregnancy.
to your question, there's not the
Last time I checked,
slightest
sex led to
understanding of
orgasm.
how, have any of you ever seen anyone die like that? Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, I have.
And it doesn't mean a thing to you?
It don't scare me because I figure I'm going to die sometime. If it's now, it's now. If it's later, it's later. If I die of a disease, I die of a disease. If I get shot tomorrow, I get shot tomorrow. If I walk up the street and get hit by a car, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but that's
God, once you die, you're going to die.
I lived my life when she was on the run. I was terrified. I would get that phone call.
You might live through a
I would be
gunshot.
too.
You get AIDS, you ain't living. There ain't no cure for AIDS.
I don't care.
It's a slow, painful death. PJ,
Meet Pam and her daughter, 17-year-old Melissa. Pam said Melissa used to be as bad or worse.
Oh, yeah.
Worse than the other guests. What was she doing that was so bad?
Well, it's been going on for a couple of years, but it's like she crossed this big threshold when she turned 16.
Same
Drugs,
thing as you're hearing here, right?
right? Drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
And
Expulsion.
she was mentally
suspension.
abusive to the whole family. Have you turned your life around?
Yes, I have.
What made you turn your life around?
Let's see. It just like hit me one day. You know, it's different for all people. You know,
Sure.
it hit me one day that I just thought that I'm tired of living, because it's so hard, you know, being bad, but it's so easy being good, and I just.
What would you say to the other girls? They all think you're a wuss, but what would you say to them?
I didn't say you were a wuss.
I didn't say nothing like that. Well, I've been there. I've been like, maybe you guys have been through more than I have. Maybe I've been through more than y'all have. It's not the same with everybody. But you guys just need to. When you get older, you're really gonna regret it. I'm for real, because the way you're treating your parents. Because I cry all the time because of the way I treated my mom. She may have treated me bad too. But you know, she treated me bad too, but, you know, it was even. And now you think about it, it was so stupid. I mean, to treat your parents like that after everything they did for you, right now you think you are the right now. But you're not. You're not, because you're just young.
Eventually, and this was what Tammy told me, eventually you get hurt so bad, which at the point, I still love my daughter, and that's why I'm here. But eventually she's going to hurt me so bad that I'm going to turn cold, and I'm not going to be there, and I'm not going to be abused, and I'm not going to let my babies be abused. It's not going to happen.
You've seen me try and whip these kids into shape on other shows that we've done. Next, you're going to meet a real pro who makes me look like a wimp. She's here from the country's toughest teen boot camp. And we're going to give her a crack at handling these kids when we come back.
You can sit down. Hey, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. What you're doing is not going to get you anywhere positive. It's not going to get you anywhere positive. If you were in my boot camp, I'm going to tell you, when I address you, it's going to be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir. When I say eyeballs, that means you put your eyeballs on me.
Own children say I'm a pretty tough parent, but my next guest makes me look like a wimp. She says she whips girls like my guest today into shape every day. She uses a little different approach than many of these girls, and frankly the rest of us may be used to. This is Ms. Tiffany Young. She is the senior drill instructor for the Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp. Polk County is in Florida. I have a million questions.
Well, you just shoot them at me.
Tell me what you guys are doing at the boot camp.
Well, down there at Polk County, Florida, we have girls, a lot of girls, just like those sitting up there on that stage. And it's not all about being tough. But when you break the law, it's all about paying the consequences. Good choices, you make good choices, you get good consequences. You make bad choices, you get bad consequences. But the bottom line is, we all have to be responsible for our actions.
Now, in your experience, why girls? Why are girls ending up this way?
Well, I'm going to tell you and everybody else watching this show, it's not all about sugar and spice and everything nice with girls anymore. Okay, girls are out there committing the crimes just like the boys are, and Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp is the only juvenile boot camp for girls in this country, and we need 100 more just like it.
Now, in order to get sent, how do they get sent to the boot camp? Because we got some mothers who are ready to sign up.
Well, first of all, everything has a beginning, and believe me, everything has an end. Everything starts with something small, and the girls start out doing little things, maybe disobeying their parents, maybe skipping school, and one thing leads to another. Eventually, they get put in the juvenile justice system, and when they get to level 8, which is boot camp, they have to come my way. And at Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp, it's 2 ways to do things. It's my way and my way.
Tiffany by the way, is a certified corrections officer. She's a juvenile instructor. She has worked with adult offenders. She has a bachelor degree in criminal justice. And she has her own way of talking to girls like this. So I'm going to give her the opportunity to do it her way. I don't know if she can get their attention. All right, first we got to be calm.
Listen up. Hey, sit up straight right now. Posture's good for you. Let me tell you something. Matter of fact, let's make it better. You stand up. Stand up. Come on. Stand up. Natasha. Hey, stand up. Get on your feet. You, get on your feet. Get on your feet. You get on your feet. Hey, you're not hurting anybody but yourself. Right. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is not going to get you anywhere positive. It's not going to get you anywhere positive. If you were in my boot camp, I'm going to tell you, when I address you, it's going to be yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir. When I say eyeballs, that means you put your eyeballs on me. When I say ears, you say open, ma'am. That means your eyes are on me, your ears are opening, and you're listening to everything I have to say, because I'm not going to lead you wrong. And I'm going to put you straight, but it's up to you. You got to want to change. No one can make you change. Change comes from within. But you think you're tough? Let me tell you something. The toughest thing you're going to ever have to do in your life is decide to make a change. Right. That's the toughest thing you're going to have to do. Hey, you can sit down. Hey, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. It's not about fighting people in the audience or anybody on the street. It's not about disrespecting your mother or your teachers or anyone, because really the bottom line is you're disrespecting yourself. Okay? It's not about all of that. It has nothing to do with that. What each and every last one of you are going to have to do as an individual, because you owe it to yourself and no one else, is decide that you want to live a better life than what you've been living. And if I got to help you and put you on the right track and show you your narrow ways and lead you in a better path, you just come to Polk County Juvenile Boot Camp and I'll get you straight.
Stay with us to see if any of this boot camp approach actually will sink in. Very good. Talking with mothers who say they're at their wits' end and they're ready to ship the kids off to boot camp. What would that be like? What do you think it would be like for you, each of you, if you went?
I want to know where to sign up at.
Yes. Well, I think... Yes, hon.
Most boot camps are different. The one that I'm at isn't really a boot camp, it's Job Corps.
Right.
And it's in Tennessee, and it's like different from the one she was talking about.
There are all different kinds, that's right.
But this one's good for you too. I mean, this one is like, it's instead of like a 5 or 6 month program, you can stay there 2 years. You know, and you get paid every 2 weeks.
Well,
Job Corps has a lot of discipline.
Yes.
There's a misconception. There's more to boot camp than just yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. They get up every morning at 5 o'clock, okay? And from 5 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, they have a schedule to meet. They have to go to school 5 days a week. They have to meet with a psychologist 5 nights a week. And we don't have visitation at boot camp. On Monday nights, your parents are court ordered to come and participate in family group therapy, and most of us need it, because raising children do not come with an instruction book.
Joining us and trying to make some sense is relationship expert Joan Childs. She's the author of The Myth of the Maiden. Do you believe these kids when they say, I don't care if I die, I don't care if I get shot, I don't care if I have AIDS?
No, I don't believe them. I think it's a cover-up. I think most of them are suffering, deeply suffering. I think they're in a lot of pain. It's very sad. I, too, am a mother. I have 5 children. I went through some of this stuff, not to that extent, but it doesn't matter whether you fall out of a 30-story building or a 15-story building, you're still going to get hurt.
That's right.
And I really don't believe it. I think that they have, in order to get control somewhere in their life, they had to get out of control. They had to lose themselves in order to find themselves. Mm-hmm. And it's a very, very sad picture. And unfortunately, our system is failing these children.
We'll be right back. One, Joan says that a great many of these children really need medication, that it is a chemical problem, and so that's something you need to look into. 2, I cannot believe that the only state in the entire union that has this kind of a boot camp for kids is the state of Florida. So those of us that live in all those other states, we have to talk to our congressmen, to our senators, and make sure that there is legislation. I'd spend my tax money on that. I think it's money well spent. So we have to have this in just about every state in the union. See you next time, and thank you all for being here.